Hello, Ihezuze, everyone. Welcome to another stream by Atari Yeo, who decided to schedule a Zatsu, but is actually very, very much, uninspired. I mean, we can wait for the inspiration to come, but I'm gonna be honest. I am not feeling. I'm not feeling like it's a good Zatsu day. Mostly because well, hello Drill, hello Lakith, hello anyone else who may or may not be watching. Like, you know, as a streamer, as a VTuber, there's this thing that sometimes comes up, which is like, which is kind of dumb. I will say that it's kind of dumb, but which is, you know, the whole thing of playing video games offline, you know, like not streaming while you're playing video games. And it's like, most of the time I think that's not, you know, that's not anything to be like upset at. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Excuse me. But so to kind of say, to provide a context for why I'm saying this. So yeah, Pokemon Legends ZA came out yesterday, and like I said, I did pre-order it, which means that I got it yesterday. And I started playing it offline. Like, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure, like, if it would be like a game that I would like to play on stream. Simply because, like, I had no idea what it was gonna be like. Offline? Yes, I started playing Pokemon Legends offline. Hello, Cyanic. And like part of me was like, I shouldn't do this. If I was going to start playing it, I should play it on stream. But yeah, exactly, Lakith. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. From what I had seen of everything leading up to Pokemon Legends ZA's release, it felt like something that I would not be very much into. Like the fact, first, it's set in Lumio City, which is in Kalos, and I don't know if it's the European in me. But like, I don't think that Lumio City is interesting. Like, I don't understand why they keep holding it up as like the best thing ever, and everyone should love this. Like, because that was already present in Pokemon X and Y. Like, they were really proud of Lumio City, you could tell. As for me, Lumio City was like stupid hard to navigate. Like, I hated walking around in it. Like, the fact that the game was made so that you would have to go through it a bunch of times, each time exploring new parts of it, like, that didn't make me a fan either. More Pokemon hot takes? Nice. Oh, you want the Pokemon hot takes? Oh, wow. You want the Pokemon hot takes? Because here's the thing. Okay, so to put it in the bluntest terms, to put it in the most honest, bluntest terms that I can. I made a decision to not play Pokemon Legends ZA on stream for my first impression of the game, because I did not want to be a negative Nancy about it. I knew that I was not going to like a lot of the things that were in it, simply because, okay, so we're bringing back Gen 6. Gen 6 is one of my least favorites, together with 4. So, and whereas Legends Arceus did redeem Gen 4 a little bit in my eyes, I'm not sure if this can do the same. Like, the story is not being at all interesting. The story is not being interesting. It's not, like, particularly gripping. There's nothing about it that really makes you like, oh, I really want to know what's going on here. There's also the fact that hot takes are good content, though. I mean, if you know you're not going to like it, why play it? I mean, that's one of the things, like, here's the thing. When it comes to Pokemon, I am a fan of the franchise, and I do think that I should play that I should play the games at least to be able to criticize them properly. Hello, Red Rodline. Welcome, Red Rodine. Oh my God, I keep calling you Rodline. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm also waiting for me to get a Switch 2. I don't know when that's gonna happen. What's the story about? Well, so far, you, like, get to Lumio City for no reason in particular. Like, they don't even tell you why you're going there. So you get to Lumio City, and then you're roped into this thing that you need to save Lumio City by doing the battle zones, you know, the night battle zones things, like, and I'm like and I'm like like, okay, I am going to tell you guys what I told my brother, because yesterday I did talk to my brother about what I was experiencing in the game. Welcome, Polycone. But yeah, so let's let's put it like this. So I was talking about the game to my brother, and he said, "Oh, wait, why are you just dunking on this? Like, why did you buy it? Why did you buy it if you knew that you were not gonna like it?" And I'm like, I did not know, quote unquote, that I was not gonna like it. I was willing to give it the benefit of the doubt because I've been wrong before. Besides, it's Pokemon. Again, any Pokemon game is always going to rank higher to me than a game from a franchise that I don't give two flying figs about. Like, for example, any Pokemon game, no matter how much I don't like it, is going to be better than, I don't know, Assassin's Creed or something. Like, it's always going to be preferable. Like, I give Assassin's Creed as, like, you know, just a random example. But yeah, like for example, I have no interest in Assassin's Creed, but I do have an interest in Pokemon, so I am going to play even the games that I think I am not going to like that much, because I want to at least be informed, and I want to at least be able to give my informed opinion on it. Because one thing is an opinion, another thing is an informed opinion. And I feel like a lot of people on the internet latch way too much onto general opinions that may or may not have been formed by people who know what they're talking about, instead of actually going with, informed opinions. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to go get a glass of water. Guess we're never getting that Atari FIFA playthrough then. I was thinking of playing FIFA 96. No, FIFA 97. FIFA 97, but that's for that's for a different project. Dude. Get better soon, new around. It's okay. It's okay. Take care of yourself, okay? And even if you don't form a good opinion, you can always have a mega victory bell. I mean, yeah, exactly. I always give games the benefit of the doubt until I finish them myself. FIFA 98 or bust! I mean, FIFA 98 would also be interesting. But the reason why I mentioned FIFA 97 specifically, okay, I'm just gonna get that glass of water, and I'll explain myself in a bit. Also, while not forgetting that I was talking about Pokemon Legends ZA. So yeah. Okay. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I thought I was gonna be able to get through this without water, because there are some streams in which I barely drink anything, simply because I forget. But yeah, no, today I can't. No, my body has decided otherwise. FIFA 98 has the highest number of national teams of the old FIFAs. What console did FIFA 98 come for? What console did FIFA 98 was FIFA 98 released for? That's the question. That's the question that I should. Because I don't know, like FIFA 97. I'm not sure for what consoles it came out, but oh right, I guess PS1. Yeah, that's what makes sense. Okay, so basically, the reason why I'm interested in FIFA 97 specifically is because in one of my VHS tapes that I recorded off of TV. Windows, PlayStation, Nintendo 64, Sega Saturn, Game Boy, Mega Drive, SNES. Whoa, that's a lot of. that's a lot of consoles. Wow. Give it a little bit, and it would come out for the PlayStation 2 as well. Having a stream on my TV and your stream on my phone. PKDHD. Yeah. Never played FIFA, mainly know it because of my middle school classmates talking nonstop about it. Yeah, it was that and PES. Game Boy version goes crazy, I bet. Yeah. Okay, so basically I was talking about about FIFA 97. Yeah, so there was this TV show that was about like video games. You know, it was one of those video game review / news / whatever TV shows that you would usually get. Like it aired in the middle of a cartoon block, actually, which is kind of interesting. Like that one episode has a bunch of things that at the time, like I didn't have the slightest idea what they were, but now I actually recognize. Like there's mentions of Battle Arena Toshinden. Knights was about to come out. Knights was about to come out, or was like announced. Super Mario 64 was already known about. And I think it had already come out in Japan, but they were like, oh, we're still gonna have to wait. We're still gonna have to wait a while until Nintendo's bomb in a good sense, comes out here. So yeah, a bunch of games that they had there that they rated there. There was this robot game called Z, I think. It was Pray for Death. There was, again, Battle Arena Toshinden. It showed up like a few times. They mentioned Fighting Vipers. Didn't mention Crash Bandicoot, now that I think about it. But yeah, the FIFA 97, because that episode was recorded in the last quarter of 1996. So yeah, FIFA 97 was the current. Hi! Wait, are you Star Quartz? Because the name... Because the name has been cut. The name has been cut in half. Hiya on the yappaya. See. So yeah, what other games were there? Shining Wisdom. Which they gave a low score because I think that it was on the Sega Saturn, and they were like... And they were like, oh, this game looks old. If it had come for the Mega Drive, we would have given it a higher score. And I'm like, what, are you mental? But yeah. Ah, man, what other games? The display names are better than handles. Yeah, they were. I have no idea why they decided to do that. But yeah. So yeah, and one thing that I wanted to see if I could do one day is like, make. Oh wait, there was also Iron and Blood Warriors of Ravencroft or whatever it was called, which got a spot in Matt McMuscle's worst fighting game show. Yeah, no. Now it's just bliss. But yeah, I'm Star Quartz AF. Your Star Quartz is frick. So yeah, and what I wanted to do with those games from that were presented in that one episode was, you know, like make like an entire week or something of streaming in which I would play them. Like this is a project that would be like way down the line. But I think that it would be interesting, like going through all the games like in the order that they showed up. Or maybe I could just do like a watch along. I don't know. a watch along of the episode. I don't think that anyone is going to copyright claim that, because I don't think that anyone has archived, like anyone in an official capacity. I don't think that anyone has archived those episodes. There's a few like available on YouTube, but I don't think that particular one is. So I'm gonna have to see if I can like rip it and see if I can like do something with it myself. Yeah. I'm familiar with that. I used to do a little bit of a little bit of playing around with initials as well. So I completely understand. But yeah, so that's why I'm interested in FIFA 97 specifically. Even though FIFA 98 could be interesting, or 2000, like anything 2000 is probably interesting. It's gotta probably be full of that, you know, Y2K goodness. And I don't mean like the Y2K goodness of like I don't know. Like because there's different layers. There's different layers to Y2K, I feel. Like in terms of like the fashions and stuff. There's a very pre Y2K feel, and then there's a very post Y2K feel, which then got the kibosh put on it because of world events. But yeah, like I'm not talking about like the futuristic Y2K stuff. I'm talking about, you know, the normal everyday Y2K stuff, like but yeah, going back to Pokemon and to Pokemon Legends, Za. Yeah, I decided maybe it wouldn't be a good idea to play it on stream, like have my first impressions of it be recorded on stream, because honestly, it's just not what I want. It's just not what I want from a Pokemon game. Like, you can tell that it's trying. You can tell that it's trying like super hard. But it's that thing, like it's never going to grab me first because it's Lumio City. You're gonna go Super Star Quartz 5. But yeah, because it's based on Gen 6, which I'm it was never one of my favorites. It's either like my least favorite. It's either my least favorite or my second least favorite. I'm still not sure. Oh right, I was talking about how I was talking to my brother yesterday, and we were talking about yeah, like if you knew that you weren't gonna like it all that much, why did you buy it? And I was like, look, I was willing to give it the benefit of the doubt, because sometimes what's in the trailers and what's in the promotional material is not it's not enough for you to form an opinion. I mean, obviously. Sometimes the game may throw you off for a loop. And I remember telling him when he asked me that. I remember telling him, look, I was willing to give this the benefit of the doubt from, like, you know, the beginning. And for about half an hour, it did seem like that I was going to be able to do that. But then, at the point that Okay, let me put it this way. Okay, without like while avoiding spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. Would Crossworlds have been a better purchase though? I have no idea. Again, because Crossworlds is a racing game, like it's a spin-off through and through. Like it's not like Sonic Frontiers. It's not like Sonic Frontiers. Like, yeah, no, maybe it would have been more fun. Maybe I would have had more fun with Crossworlds. But the whole thing of the Crossworlds is just a spin-off. It's a lot of fun, but it's not like important for the lore, so to speak. I don't know. Like it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to think about that. Yeah. A lot of people were hoping there would be more, so in the end there isn't. I don't know what people were expecting from it because from the reactions that I was seeing, the only reason why people started souring on the game was when the whole DLC thing started, the Kalos starters megas being locked behind being locked behind the Nintendo Switch Online stuff, all of that, ever since then, I didn't see anyone comment on what was actually gonna be in the game and if they were looking forward to it or not. Like they were looking forward to the Mega Evolutions, but that's it. Like, oh, I'm looking forward to the Mega Evolutions. Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing grass in this game that is named Grass. Like, I don't know. People have been taking it very seriously, especially because it has opening interactions like Fighter Z. Silver drops some info. I won't spoil it. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Cyanic. But yeah, I have no idea what people were expecting from it. Like most people that I saw talking about it was just about how the combat system seemed interesting and so much better than that old stinky turn-based combat system that Pokemon insists on having. And I'm like, look, man, I have nothing against the turn-based system. That's like pitting the fighting systems, the battle systems from Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy IX. Like, in the end, they're two means to the same end. Like, I'm not going to overthink them too much. Real-time battles are cool. I mean, yeah, they are, but they're not the end-all be-all, you know? The combat system is Digimon World 1. Oof, I've never played Digimon World 1. It's one of those things that when I first got into Digimon, way back in the year like 2000, when I first got into Digimon in the year 2000, I knew that Digimon World was a thing. I did not know that I did not know how to get it because good luck finding video games when you live in a small town. Like, except for that one copy of Lilat Wars that stood there at 70 euros for I don't know how long, and I every time that we went shopping, I looked at it and wished that I could buy it. And then when I could finally afford to buy it, it wasn't there anymore because by then it had been there for like 5 years. I am almost certain that nobody actually bought that copy of Lilat Wars. I am 100% sure that was sent back to the publisher. But yeah, no, all of this to say that, yeah, I've been aware of Digimon World 1's existence for a very long time, but I was never actually able to play it. I mean, that would probably be an interesting game to see if I could get and to play on stream, actually. That, and speaking of Digimon, well, I do have Digimon Rumble Arena 1 and 2. I like one. I like one a little bit better because it was released during the Tamers era, and the Digimon Rumble Arena 2 was already after Frontiers, after Digimon Frontiers, Frontier, Digimon Frontier. And it's like a whole bunch of adventure and barely anything else. Barely anything else. Damn the trauma. It would be very fun to see you play it blind because it's basically a virtual pet. Yeah, I heard. That's why. It's that in Monster Rancher 2. It's that in Monster Rancher 2 that I wanted to play. I mean, Monster Rancher 2 is also because, like, I was super into the anime. And the anime of Monster Rancher came out, like, in, like, I think that, you know, the last game that had come out when the anime was made was Monster Rancher 2, so the anime has a lot of Monster Rancher 2 in it. So yeah. Certain legend seems to get to do something. AZ shows up. Paris has potential. I haven't seen more than the trailer / expos. Yeah, no, and I'm not going to spoil you anything. The only thing that I'm gonna say, because I realized that I got sidetracked. Because that's what happens! That's what happens when I start talking! I start sidetracking myself! And in 5 minutes I've gone through 3 completely different topics! But yeah, so the thing about Pokemon Legends, and one of the reasons why I was like, okay, I'm willing to give this a shot, and then there was a point in the story that made me like, okay, I don't like that. I don't like that. Basically, let me put it like this. One of the things that I thought was the least interesting, about everything that I was seeing about Pokemon Legends ZA was the ZA Royale. Like, I had no interest in it. Like, they were like, oh, when it's night, when it's night, you get to fight trainers, and in heart pumping action battles and whatnot. And I'm like, I am not interested in that. I want to explore the city. I want to build my Pokemon team, and I want to do the story. Like, I am 100% not interested in that. That is the least thing. That is the least of my concerns when it comes to this game. Like, I just want to do everything else, and I do that if I feel like it, if I want to. 30 minutes into the game, they asked the player character, "Oh, you're gonna join the ZA and the ZA Royale, right? It's very important. It's super important. In fact, it's the most important thing in the world. So you're gonna join, right? You're gonna join, right? You have to join. You have to join because it's the whole point of this thing. Like the whole game is based around this one thing." And I'm like, oh, frick. Like when the game throwed that at my face, I was like, oh, so the thing that I was planning on avoiding the most out of everything that you've shown? Like most games treat becoming champion, kind of, yeah. kind of, but here's the thing. In the games, like most of the games, you know, becoming champion is your excuse to travel. You're actually seeing more of the world as you do it. Here, it's just one city, and it's not a particularly interesting city to boot. Like, it's freaking Paris. You've seen one, like, I'm not saying... Like, this sounds so bad. This sounds so bad, but Paris is not all that interesting, guys. Paris is not all that interesting, and that means that Lumiose is not all that interesting. Lumiose is just... Lumiose is like, I don't understand your obsession with this city. Like, I just don't. It's like they thought, oh, like the fact that you're in Lumiose City is enough. And I'm like, look, I'm not look, I'm like, there were people who were complaining that we could only explore one city. There were people complaining that we could only explore one city. I complain because that city is Lumiose. We are not the same. Like, because Hello, Jonathan Pearson, welcome. I always got lost in the old version of that city. Yeah, like what? And here's the thing, like, I really thought that they were going to, like, spice things up a bit. You know, like, that the story was going to be, like, super interesting and super gripping, and you were really going to be going, like, to get to the bottom of this and, like, understand what's going on and stuff. Like, but, like, comparing this to Pokemon Legends Arceus is like comparing night and day. Night. Also, one thing that I said, gee, thanks game. It's not like I needed an excuse to emulate my terrible sleep schedule in a game whenever I get the chance to, I roleplay actually going to bed on time and doing my stuff during the day. Like, ever since Gold and Silver, and you know, ever since Gold and Silver, I've had this issue with games with a night and day cycle in which I rarely get to see the day. Because if the clock is attuned to when I'm playing, I'm usually playing during the night, so I barely get to see the day. So when I have a chance in video games to play during the day, like if I can choose between playing during the day and playing during the night, I very rarely choose the night because I am tired of the night. I see night all the time. And now this game is like, oh yeah, you explore during the day, and then during the night you get to not sleep at all and go around battling people, and I'm like, gee, thanks. Have you played Moon? No, I played Sun. So yeah. You know what I ended up doing? With Pokemon Sun? Okay, I am such a nerd. I am such a nerd. Okay, so, when I started realizing, you know, Pokemon Sun and Moon is one of those games that really made me go like, oh, I want to play during the day. Why the fuck? Okay. You know what I did when I play Sun and Moon? I go to a time zone converter, see what time is it in Honolulu, and set my in-game and set my Nintendo 3DS clock to that time. So I'm playing in Hawaii hours. Which means that most of the time I'm playing during the day. You were asking why what, Laketh? I'm sorry. When I first heard that ZA was simultaneously releasing on Switch 1 and 2, I was wondering as to how much of an upgrade it would be in comparison to the previous games. Not much. Like, it's better, like, it's better optimized, I can tell you that. Like, there isn't a lot of frame rate drop when things are at a distance, you know, like there was in Scarlet and Violet. There's also not nearly as many glitches, not nearly as many. Oop! The camera just went under the terrain. Hope you like this. Hope you like skyboxes. Oh man. Why you didn't get Moon since you have that issue? Because my brother wanted Lunala. That's it. That's it. My brother really wanted Lunala, so he got Moon. He got Moon and I got Sun. Basically that. Same reason, like usually the Pokemon versions that I get. Okay, fair lol. Yeah, no, like when we first got Sun and Moon, we didn't really know. Like, I mean, I think that we knew because that was present in, you know, like the promotional material and whatnot. But we didn't think that it would be that much of an issue. It was a bit of an issue. It was a bit of an issue, but like it's not as egregious. It's not as egregious as, for example, my issues with Scarlet and Violet and putting like the past and the past and the future in the same sort of thing, because the past is always like because you can always archive the past. The past is documentable and the future isn't, so they're immediately not equal to each other, so you can't really use that. And then I ended up getting Violet, the one that deals with the future, because my brother really liked Koraidon, and as soon as he saw Professor Sada, he was like, oh man, I gotta get this one. And I'm like, okay, cool. That still remains a point of contention between us both, because he didn't know that I have issues with future fiction, or fiction that takes place in the future, or, you know, super speculative future fiction. So when I finally told him about it, he was like, why didn't you freaking tell me? Now you're telling me that I inadvertently made your Scarlet and Violet experience even worse because of this? And I'm like, yeah, kinda. Fair again, lol. Yeah, that one seems like more of a sacrifice for you. Yeah, no, like, I mean, just look at all of this. just look at all of this. Does it look like I would have interest in a futuristic setting, or in something that, like, if you have to choose between the past and the future, does it like, do I look like the kind of person who, if they had to choose between past and future, they would choose the future? Like, QED. Yeah. Are we talking about games with a real-time clock, or games with its own clock like Sonic Frontiers? Both. You could say that Gold and Silver pretty much ruined any in-game clocks for me, because every time the night falls in a game, I'm just waiting for morning to come up again, like, because everything looks boring at night. Like, there's exceptions. There's exceptions that I do like day and night cycles, because they make the world feel more alive. but I also like the option of being able to just let, the night take its course and do my stuff during the day. Like I don't like feeling like I have to do certain things at night, like I don't like being made to feel that I have to play at night, like 100%. No, you have to play at night. I don't like that. I don't like being forced to have to choose the night over the day. Like I already do that because I already do that in real life because of my horrible sleep schedule. I don't need a game to tell me, oh, you need to do this during the night, and I'm like, I already do everything during the night. It's boring. It's boring. There's no people around. You can't go shopping. You can't take care of your business. Your business, like services are closed. Like it's terrible. I don't like it. Funny considering that's only the second generation. Yeah, no, like I had like when I got Sapphire. When I got Sapphire, I was a little bit like I don't know, like what's the word? I was a bit ambivalent. I was a bit ambivalent about the about the day and night cycle being present, but there being nothing showcasing that it was there. Like and I do have Pokemon Sleep. I've been trying to use it to get my sleep schedule back on track, but it's super difficult. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me. Why is it so hard for me to keep a proper schedule? I mean, I know, like the Vtuber complaining that they don't have a proper sleep schedule. Cry me a river. How many of those are there? What about the Dream World games? Dream Worlds? I don't know what those are. I don't know what those are. Are those Pokemon games? I probably sound very stupid right now. But yeah. Man, I'm impressed, honestly. Why? Why are you impressed? But yeah, I am so sorry. Like, I honestly don't know. I wanna remember Black and White had Dream Mist. I do remember something about that, yes. But it was also kind of cool that it was real-time news in a game. Oh yeah, no, like that. Yeah, no, like, I'm not saying that I do not like day and night cycles. I do. I just don't like feeling like the game is railroading me into having to spend the night a certain way, you know? Like, oh, you thought that you could, have kind of like a schedule, in your game, in this supposedly like open world-ish game, like that you could do whatever you want. Well, tough beans. You have this thing that you can only do during the night, and it's going to be like the main focus of the entire game. And I'm like, I should have really seen this coming. It's on the freaking cover. Just talking about Legend Za again. Like, it's on the freaking cover. Why did I think that the ZA Royale was not going to be important? That it was just going to be like the battle tree or something like that, something you can just ignore if you want to. Like, joke's on me on that one. No, it's not. No, it's not real time. No. It's not real time. Like, sometimes I think that I'm making like a storm, like A Storm in a Glass of Water. I think that I don't know. I don't know if that's the expression in English. I know that in Portuguese it definitely exists. Like A Storm in a Glass of Water, which like it's self-explanatory. But it's just that with Pokemon, and this is one of the reasons why I feel like it's harder for me to connect with people through Pokemon than it is with something like Sonic, or even like, well, maybe not TMNT, but definitely Sonic. It's because I don't know. I feel like I've been. This sounds like a shaman saying, though. Being a newbie to Pokemon, these streams can serve as vital lessons to me. I mean, yeah. Like, I have no idea what it's like not to be with Pokemon from the beginning. Like, only getting into it, like, from the 3rd or 4th or 5th generations. Like, and those were already, like, way back. Like, for Gen 5 started in 2010. Like, in very late 2010, but 2010 nonetheless. So yeah, like, it's been around for 15 years. Like, that's enough time for someone to have been born, grown up, and like getting into Pokemon while it was in the 5th gen, and they're already adults. They're already adults by now, and that is so weird to me. Make a mountain out of a molehill. Yeah, exactly. So yeah. It's also kind of cool that national dex equals good. Yes, like there's games that lock you out of the national dex until you've beaten the league, which is complete. It's complete bullcrap. I'm just gonna say that it's 100% complete bullcrap, locking you out of the national dex. Oh, sorry. What did I say? Oh no. Oh, the whole thing of growing up with like Gen 5, like being introduced to Pokemon through Gen 5 and being like an adult by now. That was not meant to call anyone out. It's just something that I know has happened. I'm impressed because you still function this well with it. What exactly? Okay, there you go. Like, I was just throwing a random example. Like, I wasn't, like, I didn't know. I didn't know. Oh man. Both anime and game-wise, getting into the Pokemon series has been very confusing, being in a PAL and Region 2 territory. Oh yeah. The sleep schedule. Oh yeah, that. It's not to not overwhelm you. It's kind of cool in Gen 3 and 4. What is Laketh? Again, I've gone through so many topics. I've gone through so many topics in like the space of, I don't know, how long was that? Yes. Okay, yeah, the national dex. Okay. Hopefully this isn't weird to say. I think we had nearly the same about a year ago. I think that was a problem personally. You're older and do better. Oh, about the sleep schedule? I mean, I'm not sure. Like, supposedly if you're older, you get like less, like you get less resistance to like, for example, there's something that I can't do anymore, which is, you know, staying up the entire night. But yeah, no, like the whole, the whole national dex, like I understand, but but unless, here's the thing, the reason why it was so bad in Diamond and Pearl, here we go, talking about Diamond and Pearl again, woohoo, it's almost like I have beef with that game or something. Like the reason is because like the Pokédex that we got in Diamond and Pearl was very lacking, and when Platinum came out, it pretty much proved that no, like there could have been a good Pokédex in Diamond and Pearl, we just didn't do it because we didn't feel like it, I guess. Like, also there's the thing. Also, I told my brother that this was also like an issue that I had, like because a lot of my favorite Pokemon got cut between Gen 2 and Gen 3, and then when Gen 4 was around, like I was having my issues with Gen 4, like Diamond and Pearl was subpar, Heart Gold and Soul Silver did all, you know, those design changes that I really did not like. I couldn't believe that's what they were doing. Platinum came out and just proved that Diamond and Pearl could have been better the whole time. Also at the time, the franchise was moving in a direction that is like, oh no, everything pre generation 3 is like dead. No, it doesn't exist. And then Gen 5 came out, and then Gen 5 was coming out, and first it was in a region that I had no interest in. Like, okay, so Unova, it's based on like United States, Manhattan. Like, how are you gonna turn Manhattan, like an actual city, into a Pokemon region? They didn't. they didn't. And also because of the whole oh, we're gonna start new again, I'm like, oh, so you're gonna do the one thing that Gen 3 did that I did not like, and you're doing it again. Okay, I guess I'm not, I guess I'm just not gonna and I guess I'm just not gonna get any enjoyment out of this. Add to that the fact that the Nintendo DS was still expensive and I wasn't able to buy the game when it came out. And yeah, it was a tough time. There were a lot.
I will not tolerate Gen 5 slander.
Oh my goodness.
Carry on.
Weasel just showed up. I don't know if you heard him. And he said that he will not tolerate Gen 5 slander. And I'm like, I don't think I was slandering Gen 5. I don't think I was slandering Gen 5. I was just saying that I didn't particularly care for it being based around New York. Weasel W. Oh man, you gotta understand. You gotta understand. I'm an old man. I'm an old man, and I try to be like as positive as I can, but sometimes when things hurt me, it's difficult. It's difficult. And like again, I keep saying all these things about Pokemon, but again, like the only reason why I'm so hard on it is because I care about it a lot. And it just, you know what it feels like when a franchise that you like is like betting on all the things that you don't really care for. Like basically when you feel like you're being left behind, like, which is extremely common, and it's not something to get all worked up over. Like I am like, I 100% admit to again, making a mountain out of a molehill when it comes to Pokemon matters, especially since I don't even care about like the competitive scene. Like if I cared about the competitive scene, I would be complaining a lot more. Gen 6 was my first Pokemon game. Oh, okay. For the other one, wait. Let me check. Okay, so Star Quartz was saying I want to start with Gen 3, but there isn't a guide on identifying fake PAL cartridges, unlike NTSC. There are fakes? There are fakes. I wasn't aware that there was like a big like bootleg scene for Gen 3 Pokemon games. Usually getting a game means that you're getting like a legitimate copy. Like that is news to me. The other one, I recall getting Black first, and it potentially being the first major game I had to myself, though I have 2 versions of each gen, including X. Okay. Yeah, I don't because like I said, usually what me and Weasel did is we each got a version. Of course there are fakes. Look for Dia cartridges. Pretty sure my friend has a fake Ruby, but I can't prove it. Oh man, I did not know. I did not know that was an issue. Oh man. Gen 3, funny enough, are the games I hear the most fakes of, or at the very least are the most talked about. Oh, but that is very unfortunate. Like, I had no idea. I got Sun along with Moon, hoping my little sister would play it, though that never went through. Oh. Yeah, I know, sometimes that happens. Like, the only reason why me and Weasel, like, can trust each other... That sounds so weird. Can trust each other to like play the games is because we are both massive Pokemon fans, and we both have been massive Pokemon fans from the beginning. In fact, Weasel is a lot less critical of the franchise than I am, because I don't know, like, that's the thing. Everyone enjoys Pokemon in very different ways, and I have through the years realized that the way that I enjoy it is very different from what like the majority of people do. Like, see my opinions on Mega Evolution compared to most people, especially people who started with Gen 6, like what was his name? Like Girthex Demon over here. Like, because yeah, of course, if your first Pokemon game is going to be a Gen 6 one, you're going to expect Mega Evolution to be a thing, like, all the time. But if you're with it from the beginning, like me, or from Gen 2 onward, you're much more likely, and even then, like, I don't know, like, you know, Mega Evolution was so very hyped, and, but I never thought that it was going to carry over to other games. Like, so when it didn't come back for Sun and Moon, and people were upset, I was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? It was obvious that it was not going to come back. It was only going to be a Gen 6 thing. Like, what the heck? And then in Gen 8 we got Gigantamax, and yeah, there's no way this is going to come back. This is 100% a one and done gimmick, and I am so glad that it is, because I really don't like Gigantamaxing. I really don't like Gigantamaxing. I don't like turning things big. Oh man. Is that a specific influence? Okay. GBA is general because they're big blocks of plastic. Yeah. It wasn't Sun and Moon. Yes, it wasn't. Yes, it wasn't Sun and Moon, but you could not get it through. You could not get it like through the normal game. Again, it was relegated to the post game, and Sun and Moon also gave us, you know, the descriptions of Mega Evolution that made everyone think, oh no, they're painting Mega Evolution as a bad thing. They're making me feel bad for making me Mega Evolve my Pokemon. This is Mega Evolution. This is Mega Evolution discrimination. I hate this. It's like they're making us not want to use it. And I'm like, wow, way to take it personally. I know, like, pot to the kettle. Pot to the kettle. Like, I just went on a whole rant on why Pokemon Legends ZA is not, like, why I'm upset about Pokemon Legends ZA. Well, upset is a very strong word, but like that Pokemon Legends ZA is a game that is very clearly not catered to the type of person that I am, that I am specifically, and now I am making fun of people for thinking that the descriptions of Mega Evolution in Pokemon Sun and Moon were like, for them, I'm making fun of people for taking those descriptions way too personally. Like, oh man. I think we had this conversation. Megas continued until Dynamax replaced it. I mean, yeah, like in Gen 7, you had Megas. Like, you don't have Megas in Pokemon in Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee, do we? Then again, Gen 7 was just Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, so yeah. It's kind of weird to me, because the Megas were new Mons. Gigantamax forms are the same, they're new evolutions. My first gen was 4. Okay, it was kind of mean, yeah, making the way for Dynamax, yeah. Yeah, but Gigantamax forms are basically Megas, but big. We do without held items. How does that work? How does that work though? But yeah, no. Again, I'm. Almon's Dynamax, that was potentially a perk. Yeah. Like I can already tell you one thing. Like, I keep talking about like the Nuzlocke marathon that I'm eventually going to do. And again, that's a major promise. I am gonna do that. I am gonna do that Nuzlocke marathon. But one thing that I can already tell you is that, yeah, one thing that I definitely am going to have to do is I am going to have to use the gimmicks, whereas during a normal playthrough I would avoid using them. Like, for example, in Gigantamax, in Pokemon Sword and Shield, usually when I play it, I try not to use Dynamax as much as I can, because again, I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't like making things big. So yeah, unless I am forced to use it, like in raids and whatnot, yeah, like I don't use it. Same thing with terrestrializing in Scarlet and Violet. Unless the game forces me to do it, I am not gonna do it. I don't have a reason to do it. I don't have a reason to do it. Like I'm not, like, why would I use this? Why would I use this? Like, to give my Pokemon a funny hat? Like, oh, the moves of his Terra type are more powerful. Oh, you do know that I already build my teams around the moves that I want to be the most powerful, right? Like, this does nothing for me. This is nothing for me. Also, why is it a ball? What? Why is it a ball when every other generation had the very smart decision of it being a bracelet? Like a bracelet, or like some kind of accessory that you wear on your person. Like the Terra ball The Terra Ball is just a silly concept. I'm sorry. Like outside of the whole, outside of any other discussions about terrestrialization, like the whole thing of terrestrialization being like a ball that you throw at your Pokemon, that I always thought that was silly. No, like I am willing to hear other people like talk about terrestrialization and how useful it is, and etc. etc. I will not hear anything about the ball. The ball was dumb. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. You'll find out how to Mega Evolve them eventually. Right? What, in Legends ZA? There are new designs for Pokemon, is what I mean, so discarding them feels weird. You think so? Like, I don't know. Again... again, I'm not... Also called out again with taking the dex entries. What would you like to see in Gen 10? Okay, I'll try to think about that. That is an interesting question. I'll try to think about it a bit. But yeah, in Let's Go. Okay, I'm sorry. I think I lost track. Is it possible to explain without huge spoilers whether human energy is still involved in Mega Evolution? I know that there are those fights. I am not. I haven't unlocked Mega Evolution yet. See, that's where the crux. That's where the crux of the issue with Mega Evolution lies with me. And I think that it's because, I think that I haven't forgotten the Gen 10 question. I just put a pin on it because I do think that it's going to be that it would be interesting to discuss. But yeah, so the crux of the issue with Megas, with me at least, like, and the reason why I never liked Mega Evolution, I always thought that Mega Evolution was going to be a gimmick that wasn't going to stick around, was because I didn't see the point. I don't see Mega Evolution as a new version of the Pokemon. I don't see Mega Evolution as something that is new and exciting. I saw Mega Evolution as a desperate attempt to reinvigorate the old formula. So, like, so instead of betting on like instead of betting on like something else, like, you know, instead of making like the region interesting, instead of making the story interesting, instead of making the Pokemon themselves interesting, what we're gonna do is we are going to take Pokemon that were already there and we are going to give them a new temporary design. And it also doesn't help that much like shinies, this is one of the reasons why sometimes I feel wait, not even when there were fourth stages like the Kanto starters. Fourth stages? Fourth stages? What do you mean, like, if like the Kanto starters didn't have 4 stages? What? Will Nuzlocke be pretty much be the only time you'll be trying out these gimmicks willingly? Yes. Yes. When I play through Pokemon X and Y, when I play through Sword and Shield, I usually only use those gimmicks under one of two circumstances. Either I'm forced to by the game, or I am desperate. That's at least how it went during my first playthroughs. Especially with Mega Evolution, I did not use it at all. I only used it on my Blastoise during the Elite Four because otherwise I would have wiped. And I didn't want to do the whole Elite Four all over again. So basically, I was desperate, and I ended up using Mega Evolution there. And of course, sometimes just to try it out. But yeah, no, but for those Nuzlocks, I am going to have to use the gimmicks. Like, there is no way, because especially in Sword and Shield, the only way that you can get around not using Dynamax Pokemon was if you had 2 to 3 of your Pokemon as meat shields to take the opponent's Gigantamaxed attacks for you. Like, you have them as meat shields, they take the attacks, they go down, and then you're able to send out your aces. And then you're able to send out your aces and just destroy everything. That's how I played Sword and Shield. Because yeah. The Megazord of 4th stages, which was a new thing. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't see Mega Evolution as a 4th stage. I don't see Mega Evolution as a 4th stage. It's just a Digimon-like gimmick. It's just oh hey, your Pokemon can go up and down, up and down. And I know that that's a very mean way to look at it, but I just do not see Mega Evolution as a 4th stage. To me, it's just not, which is why I was confused when you said 4th stages like the Kanto starters, and I'm like, no, the Kanto starters never had four stages. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the Mega Evolutions? The Mega Evolutions are not a 4th stage. They are not. They're just the same Pokemon, but with more bits and bobs added to them. Not, oh hey, Beedrill can be viable? Can it? Can Beedrill be viable? Can Beedrill be viable? Because the last I heard, not even Mega Beedrill is very viable. Especially compared to other Megas. How do you feel about baby Pokemon and new Evos? Perhaps because of grandfather clause, because they've been around since Gen 2, I don't have as many issues with them as I do with Mega Evolutions and Gigantamax. Basically, I don't like changing the Pokemon. I don't like changing the Pokemon into something that is just only the Pokemon again, but Like that's what Digimon does. Like that's what Digimon does, and this is not even like Digimon, because in Digimon the whole point of it is that Digimon can go through different stages. Like they're not stuck with one. I mean, they choose the one that they're most comfortable with, but they're not stuck with it. They can choose whichever one they like. That was never the point of Pokemon. So it's like Pinsir and Heracross though got a hell of an upgrade, and Kangaskhan. I mean, yeah, no, like I know. I'm not saying that all Mega Evolutions are bad. I'm not saying that all of them are badly designed. Like, I love Megalopony, for example. I do like Mega Mawile. But I just do not like the concept of Mega Evolution in general. Like, I just don't think... Even back then, I didn't think that it had, like, a place in Pokemon. That was the thing that was where we went from caring about like what the like I don't know it's weird, but yeah, no, like again take my opinions with a massive grain of salt. I am not the authority on Pokemon. Like, and again, I feel like the fact that I I feel like the fact that I was around ever since the beginning, and I formed like a very like deep attachment to Pokemon, like almost like clingy, because the thing about me and Pokemon is that Pokemon came out at, well, I risk kind of doxing my age, but honestly, I don't care. If you can make the calculations, go ahead. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? Like, need to say this though, Digimon only work like that in Adventure. N02 and Tamers and Savers and basically anywhere that's not the games. I think I would prefer it too if they were just normal evolutions. Yeah, exactly. Hey now, what about the doxing? I'm gonna talk in general terms. I'm not gonna say like anything specific. Basically, when I got into Pokemon, it was during a time where I was starting to people were starting to try to push me away from kids stuff, from animation, from video games, from toys. You've given a vague time before, yeah. Okay, yeah, and the anime, yeah, no, there you go. I'm using the anime. I'm using the anime as an example. Also, you know, of course that the whole thing of, oh, a form that you're more comfortable with, yeah, of course that only applies in the anime. Like try to fight the final boss of Cyber Sleuth with only rookies. See how far that gets you. Yeah. No, I wasn't talking about the Digimon games, because here's the thing with Digimon, the most important things are the card game and the anime. With Pokemon, the most important thing is the games. So yeah, like they're very different franchises. So like, because like you can't use the rules of one and apply them to the other, especially if you're trying to get into it. Like, I would never tell anyone to get into Digimon through the games. It's super difficult. Don't do it. Don't do it. Try to get into Digimon either through Digimon Adventure or Digimon Tamers. Like, those two are gonna give you what you need. Like, they're gonna give you your primer on Digimon. Like, either that or like one of the earlier Digimon games. Probably like Digimon World 1. Like I wouldn't be able to tell you anything about like Digimon World 2 or anything. But yeah, no, like but yeah, as I was saying, so yeah, Pokemon came into my life during a time where people were starting to where people were starting to you know, kind of chastise me for liking the things that I liked. And Pokemon was just like that one thing that I tried super hard to cling onto, like, because like, for example, Disney was starting to face trouble, so there was nothing like to fill that void, you know, of, you know, media. Pokemon came in and I just immersed myself completely in it. It was super important to me. Super important in like keeping my brain from exploding from the pressure that people were putting onto me. And still people try to go like, oh, you shouldn't like Pokemon, that's for kids. And I'm like, I still like it. This is like, this, let me have this. Let me have this, please. So yeah, and this was with Gen 1. So my relationship with Pokemon is a little bit different than a lot of people. Like, people who are like 1 to 3 years younger than me did not have the same experience because they were kids while Pokemon was an important thing. Like, when Pokemon was an important thing. So like, they were in the right age range. They were in the right age range. But if you were my age or a little bit older, yeah, no, it was hard. It was super hard because it was still during that time where like, no, you're this particular age, you need to get rid of, you need to stop liking all the things that you liked until now. You can't keep liking them. Start liking teen stuff. Start liking what people your age like. And those things, and I never liked those things. Like, so, yeah. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm so overprotective of Pokemon and of my feelings towards Pokemon and why I'm so critical of it when it goes a little bit, you know, too far, quote unquote, because it's like, you don't need to do this. I'm like, I think that is my general feeling. It's like, you're special already. You don't need to do this. You don't need Mega Evolution. You don't need Gigantamaxing. You don't need all of these gimmicks. All you need is to be yourself. All you need is to be yourself and to refine the way that you play the game. Like, there is no need for all of this. You're perfect just the way that you are. Why are you doing this? And it's also one of the reasons why I have so much beef with Heart Gold and Soul Silver, because they changed designs that I thought were perfectly, like, they were perfectly okay. Like, just refine them a little. But no, that's not what they did. They did full-on redesigns. And I'm like, dude, you were already good. You were already perfect. Why are you doing these things? Why are you trying so hard to appeal to, like, I don't know. I don't even know who. So yeah. I think that's a moment that in life with media that happens to almost everybody, especially in teenagehood. Yeah. Like, again, I'm not going to say exactly how old I was when that happened. Because I don't want to give, like, you know, too much of a specific date. but yeah, that's how that's why I cling so hard. That's why I cling so hard, and that's why I'm again so critical and sometimes so negative without meaning to about things that people grew up with. And to them, Mega Evolution could be like representative of a time in their lives that they were just like me when I first discovered Pokemon, when I first got into Gen 1 of Pokemon. So whenever I say these things, it's always knowing that it's always knowing and always very afraid that I might be stepping on someone's toes and being like, again, a negative Nancy. Like, so yeah, yeah, you heard a little bit of Mega slander, Johnny. I'm sorry. I don't know on what side of the fence with Megas you are. Unless it's Megas XLR, then we can all agree that it's a great show, and I won't hear anything to the contrary. I think it didn't help that Pokemon around the Gen 1 period, I'd say, was everywhere, like a fad, to a point where non-kids or non-fans are pretty much sick of seeing it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I started playing Pokemon when I was already too old for it. I was in middle school. Yeah. Yeah. No, but again, like, I know that I said what I said, but as always, what's Megas XLR? Megas XLR is a cartoon. Is a cartoon that aired in Cartoon Network. I believe, I'm not sure if it's like between 2003 and 2005. I don't remember like the exact year, but it's from that era. See, like, for example, if you really like, you know, transformations and, oh, now he's powered up, oh, now he's powered down, oh, now it's powered up, now it's powered down, like, yeah, of course you're gonna like Mega Evolution. It's right up your alley. I'm not that person, though. I'm not that person. Like, the only place where I like that kind of thing is with magical girls. Oh man. This says the robot was from the future, but it had been stuck since the past. Yeah, like, okay, think about this. The robot was sent from the future to the past. A few years go by, and it's only found a few years after it landed. See? You're allowed to vent and voice your opinion. Everyone has their own stories as to why they like something and specifically what they want to see. If you don't allow yourself to voice what you're passionate for, are you really enjoying it at this point? In my opinion, yeah, no, that is also true. That is also true. It's just so hard to find like a good middle ground in which I don't feel like I'm raining on people's parade, you know, because I do like expressing my feelings about these things. It's just that with Pokemon, since again I've been with it for so long, like, again, I keep saying that Knuckles has been my favorite Sonic character since 1997. But the thing is, I've only gotten into Sonic in late 2003. Like, you know, full on into Sonic, knowing about the games, knowing about everything, like, because until then I had, you know, like on and off periods. It was one of the things that was always there and that I wanted to get into, but I couldn't because there wasn't, like, you know, something that I could latch on to. Sonic X gave me that one thing to latch on to, and then from there I got into the games and whatnot, and it spiraled from there. But that was late 2003. So yeah, but and again with Sonic, I got into a franchise that was already there. I didn't get into Sonic, like a full-blown Sonic fan in 1991. Like, but I was with Pokemon. but I was with Pokemon. So yeah, that said, I haven't played a game with the Megas. I only own Violet. Yeah, no, like, I mean, if you get Legends Z2A, you can get the Megas. I mean, I have been playing it, but I still haven't gotten to the part where you get Megas. What about Cherim, potentially cast form? Annoying. Annoying to have on your team. It's also one of the reasons why I have issues. Like, I've always had issues with water type Pokemon, which is weird. Like, as an Atlantean, like, why do you have issues with water Pokemon? Shouldn't that be like your thing? And I'm like, but no, I always have issues with water Pokemon. And in Paldea, there was a time where I thought, okay, I'm gonna try to go with a Finizen and evolve it into a Palafin. But then I learned of the gimmick that is needed for it to work, and I'm like, okay, no, this is way too much. This is way too much work. I am not, like, I do not like this dolphin enough. Oh, Luna. What is it? What is it? Meow. What is it? Oh, come here. Come here, Loons. Oh no. She's grabbing onto the curtains. Oh no. What is it? What is it? What is it, kitty? You wanna say something? You wanna say something to the Yaleophytes? No? She's on my lap. I mean, she's on my lap because I put her there. She's gonna want to leave in like 5 seconds. Though I'll say I would prefer permanent evolutions over Megas. I mean, yeah. Funny enough that I can say the same about Pokemon for me currently. It's why I restarted marathoning the anime, which I thought I'll get far in and really want to start playing the main games. Yeah. Is it the fish race? What? The thing of most water Pokemon being fish? Is fish racism in Pokemon is how everyone treats Magikarp, at least from what I've seen. Like I don't know. It's like I think that they made so many water type Pokemon into just fodder that when you use one of them in your team, it feels kind of not special. You know? Like I can give you a list of Pokemon that happened to, that, you know, they were like at one point they were seen as pretty cool options for your water type, but nowadays if you put them in your team, it feels like your team is kind of boring because of it. Like Golduck is one of the major sufferers of that. Dugong, Cloyster, Lantern as well. Most Gen 1 water types suffered from that because they've been so overused. Like, and there's like someone at Game Freak said, "Oh, we had all those water type Pokemon in Gen 1. We don't need to make more." And each generation has progressively less and less water type Pokemon. So like, for example, what water type Pokemon did that Black have? Had your starter, then you had Caracosta and Jellicent and the monkey. And that's it. No more. That's all the water types that you get. Like, would you want something, a little bit more, a little bit less blobby than Jellicent? Well, too bad. Poor thing, he blooms into a pretty insane Pokemon. He still gets crapped on. Let him prove his worth. I believe in Magikarp. Basculin, Swanna. Oh, yeah. Right. But honestly, do you really think of Basculin when you think of like, oh, I'm gonna use a water type Pokemon? Also Swanna, like, okay, okay. It was to compensate for Sinnoh having no fire types. Okay, so to compensate for Sinnoh not having fire types, what are we gonna do? We're gonna not have water types. So instead of fixing the problem, we're gonna make it worse. No, okay, no. Instead of fixing the problem, we're gonna do it again. I think water is still the most common type, though. Probably. But again, like, most of the Pokemon, oh, right, Seismitoad, yes. Yes, no, Seismitoad is good. I am hoping that I can get one in my future Black Pokemon Black Nuzlocke, because I trained one in Sword and Shield, and yeah, no, the Seismitoad is great. Seismitoad is honestly great. So I'm kind of hoping. But again, it's a Nuzlocke. You never know what's gonna happen. So yeah, not before Arceus, but I used Swanna. Oh, yeah. I think that... funny considering that I want to start in Gen 3, which is basically deciding if I want to go for a ground headliner or a water headliner. What about it? Well, what about what? What about what, Cyanic? Sorry, maybe I went off. I went off context. I would also bring Emerald into decision making if it wouldn't require me to spend my mortgage on it. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, go for one of the most common. Uh-oh. Okay, wait, wait a second. There's been an emergency. Okay. Hello, I am back. I have a cat. I have a cat on my lap. Vais fechar a porta? Oh, whoops. Dogs are better than cats. Out! Out! Oh, man. Okay, yeah, no, it's Nemo. It's, okay, I'm going to explain what happened. So you guys, so I have said before that one of our cats, Nemo, he is sick. He's doing a lot better now, but he's locked inside of my mom's room. We have to be very careful when we go in because our other cat, Luna, we have 3, by the way. Our other cat, Luna, whenever she lays eyes on him, she starts chasing him. We don't know why. Well, the balcony door was opened, so for a second, my brother thought that Nemo had jumped to his death, basically. We have to deal with first separating them, then making sure that everything was okay. We put Luna in a carrier. We're gonna let Nemo roam around the house a little bit. Right now he's here in my room. He just decided to lie on the bed, and he's not going to, I don't think that he's gonna do much of anything because he's kind of spooked. We had a little bit of a situation in which we didn't know, like, if any of the cats was badly hurt. Yeah. That's the thing, like, they used to like each other. They used to like each other, but then Nemo had to go to the vet, and he had to stay at the vet for like a week. And then from the vet, they advised us not to let them with the other 2, like, immediately. So we put him in my mom's room and we closed the door. I think that that's the worst thing that we could have done, because then we tried putting him back together with the other 2. And Luna just started attacking him for no reason. Like, they used to get along well. They used to play with each other. They used to sleep together. And now it's always this. Like, and we're kind of at our wits' end. Like, we don't know what to do, because, like, because here's the thing, while Nemo was like super sick, it was worrying for one reason, because he couldn't get stressed. He couldn't get if they got into a fight, he could get seriously hurt. Now he's got some of his strength back, but we don't know if he can fight back. So yeah. The territory? I don't know, honestly. Maybe it is. That's why we're gonna take this opportunity. And like I said, we put Luna in a carrier. Nemo is not locked in the room either. So we are going to let him roam around the house a bit while Luna is in the carrier. to see if he can get at least a little bit comfortable and spread his scent all over the place, so that we can see if we can solve this conundrum. Like, because they used to get along together. They used to get along together, and now it's just. And it's at times like these that I really miss Mitzi. You know, my cat who died in February. She was 12 years old. But one thing that she never did was she was never unwelcoming to new cats. Like, she was never unwelcoming to new people or new cats. Like, as long as you let her do her stuff, do her business, she would just chill. she would just chill. To the point that we didn't have to worry about her getting used to any of the new cats. What changed about their relationship, though, or more so how? I have no idea. The only thing that changed was that he was locked in a room that she used to go to a lot. I don't know. Maybe if we let her go to that room, like, I don't know, 5 days in a row, like during the night, maybe she'll mellow down? I don't know.
Close this door and let the other one loose, okay?
Okay.
Because this idiot is here.
So yeah, I used to have 2 dogs that we had to keep separate because if they got stressed, they would attack each other. They were good dogs otherwise, but they did not get along. Oh man. You just reminded me. You just reminded me. Okay, I'm gonna tell. Okay, so I'm gonna tell a story. Viewer discretion. Well, not viewer discretion. Listener discretion is advised. So if you're not in the mood for like some kind of heavy stuff, mute for a bit. But yeah. I'll turn on the shamanize when it's safe. Or wait, no, I'm gonna turn on the shamanize while I tell the story, and I'll turn them off to signal that it's safe. Okay. So when we went to the vet once with Mitzi, there was this lady who came in with a dog that was looking very bad. And it turns out that what happened was that she had another dog, and she accidentally let that dog loose, and he attacked the dog that she had brought in. And they had to put him down, like, right there and then, because he was in way too much suffering. But like what Tulu said reminded me of that, because yeah, it's definitely a thing that can happen. Like, dogs can kill other dogs if they do not get along. I'm not sure about cats. I think that they can do that as well, but I don't know. It's I don't know if it's as bad. I don't know if it's as bad as like with dogs. So yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay too. It's okay, Tulu. It's okay. These things happen. These things happened. These things happen. Like, it's fine. Yeah, it was. The dog, like, the dog was really, really hurt. It was hurt bad. I could barely see him, and like I'm not even going to describe, even though all that I saw was that he was, kind of floppy. But yeah. Yeah, no, like they brought him back. They brought him back in a box so they could bury him. Um, the lady was so the lady was so distraught. Like she just kept saying like it was all my fault. I'm the one who left the door. I'm the one who let the gate open. I'm so stupid. Like that sort of thing. So yeah, and it was difficult. It was difficult for everyone to see that. Um, that just to say that these things can happen. These things can happen. So yeah, okay. Enough sad talk about dogs. I'm gonna turn off. The shaman eyes. Let's talk about how megas are stinky. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're not. Oh man. But guys, like my opinions may be what they are, but I'm so glad that like I'm in an environment that allows me to talk about this stuff and not get like immediately dunked on or like, because I can actually explain why I feel the way that I do, and you guys can also explain why you feel the way that you do, so we can all come to an understanding, and not just fling bad words at each other. The kind of thing is why I'm genuinely scared of other people's dogs coming near mine on walks. A lot of the time they just growl and bark at him, while mine just looks at them with curiosity. Yeah, I've seen / thought about an interesting theory about the new gimmicks. Oh, really? We're here if you need anything. Ah, thanks. Thanks, Tulu. Yeah. See, and this is why my therapist said, "Oh yeah, no, do the streams, do the streams. Don't stop, don't cross the streams." Ah. Ugh. I'll see if I can find it first. Okay. But yeah. I gotta head off now. See, thanks for the yappaya. Also bless that dog, and also Mitzi. I have to go now. Bye everyone. Okay, bye guys. I don't think that this stream is going to go on for much longer, because I did want to see if I had dinner earlier than usual. Oh my god. Personally, I think Mega Gigantoterra Crystal Z moves would be a good addition. Oh man. I'm like, my brain just cramped up trying to think about how that would be. Oh man. Yeah, I still have a pin on that whole question. On that whole question of like what I would like to see in Generation 10. Oh, you found it. Okay. maybe this is not the best time to start talking about that. Also, I definitely need to do more Zatsus. Especially less angry ones. less angry ones. And with, you know, like, with different topics. Different topics. But yeah. Now that okay. Thinking about the question, what would I like to see in Generation 10? Okay. First, no school. No school, no joining organizations. No joining organizations of any kind. That's one of the things. It's a lot easier to list the things that I don't want. I don't want uniforms. I don't want gimmicks that change the way that the Pokemon looks too much. Because, like, I liked the idea of terrestrialization, but the hats, man, it's a little too much. It's way too much. Like it just makes me think, oh man, how can they lift their head up? The huge thing on it. But yeah, try to go back to basics. If you want to implement gimmicks, make sure that it's a gimmick that doesn't change the Pokemon too much. Again, the hats can be silly. What do you think of regional forms? I'm more okay with regional forms than I am with any of the other gimmicks that we talked about. Those, in my opinion, are kind of like in the same in the same boat as baby Pokemon and new evolutions. I am a lot more willing to accept those than I am the gimmicks. So yeah, regional forms. Yeah. Hopefully not of Kanto, because there's so many regional forms of Kanto Pokemon already. But yeah. Oh, there are some regional forms that I do have a bit of an issue with. And that is Hisui forms, because I think that someone did not think things through when it comes to their availability in games that are supposed to take place like 100 and something years into the future. Like, okay, so this is a thing that exists now. How do you explain that it's here? Like, it's a Hisuian form. Ooh, but Hisui is what Sinnoh was called. What, are they just Sinnoh forms? No, they went extinct. If they went extinct, then why am I able to see them? Like, how the heck does Perrin have a Hisuian Growlife? Like, that's true, I never thought about that. But there are fossils. I mean, yeah, but fossil Pokemon are usually kind of different. Like, if they manage to combine both of those, maybe it would make, maybe they could try to make sense of it, but so far they haven't. You can just get a Hisuian Sneasel in your Pokemon Scarlet game. Because you just traded with the past. Woo! I mean, I know that Gen 2 had the whole time capsule thing. Like, oh, you can trade Pokemon with 3 years in the past. But that was kind of different. That was kind of different. That was like an actual, like 3 years in the past, you know, like the technology gap isn't isn't that isn't that steep in 3 years? Like, but yeah, like regional forms that are not locked into being strictly from the past, but now we have to contend with their existence somehow. Yeah, like same thing with, for example, like paradox Pokemon. I also don't like paradox Pokemon. I also don't like paradox Pokemon, but that's like for a myriad of reasons. It's like it's a myriad of reasons. It's like they're like, to me, they're like the bad side of regional forms. Like, oh, we have the paradox Pokemon, hence we don't need legendaries. Eh? What? I don't think I like that very much. For example, that extends to the box legendaries. Like in Scarlet and Violet, like, you know, it's kind of deflating knowing that, you know, Koraidon and Miraidon are just like paradox forms of a random Pokemon that you can find really easily in Paldea. Like, legendaries as a whole have become less important, and I hate it. I hate that legendaries have become less important. I liked it when legendaries were special, when there was like this feeling of awe about them. With every generation, it seems like, you know, the legendaries are just more and more of an afterthought, culminating in Scarlet and Violet being like, oh yeah, the box legendary. Yeah, you get it from the beginning. Also, it's a bike. Also, there's other Pokemon just like it. This is just a different form of this random Pokemon that you find. It's kind of like if in Gen 1, if the major legendary was just like a slightly different pincer. A slightly different Pinsler or a slightly different Tangela, like that would be kind of deflating. Oh man. Remember Hisuian Typhlosion? Not that part. If the energy from Mount Coronet influenced their evolution, can they develop at all now? Yep. There you go. And the Hisuian forms. You know, the new evolutions. The new evolutions, the Hisuian forms, like, okay, so does that mean that this doesn't exist anymore? Like Hisuian Typhlosion, Hisuian Decidueye, and Hisuian Samurott, like, you can't, like, they just don't exist anymore. They just don't exist anymore. Like, I mean, they exist if you transfer them from a game to another, but, like, yeah, how the frick do you explain that? But yeah, the paradoxes seem up to Swords of Justice level of importance. I even forgot what... For a second, I thought what the Swords of Justice were. Yeah, no, like, but that's a legendary trio. That's not the same thing. They're not supposed to be like the big bananas. Like, I don't know if they are even if they even are in ZA. The marketing only talks about Floette and Hoopa, I guess. Yeah, and they're not even yours. Zygarde is just there. I don't know what they've done with it. Yeah, I don't know either. I haven't gotten that far into the game to be able to say. If it's like Sun and Moon, nothing. Yes, it's just there, just there. It's kind of important for the story, I guess, but then, but after it shows up, it does nothing. The story just can move on without it. I figured they were all just in the past or moved if they're appearing in the new games. That's maybe a future Sinnoh game could use something in Mount Coronet, like some rock. The Swords of Justice include Unova and water type Pokemon like Keldeo. Yes. Yes, they do. But Keldeo is a mythical, so good luck getting one. I think I had one until Pokemon Bank went belly up. Yeah. Actually, counting the bikes, the paradoxes may range from below Celebi to almost Mewtwo. Oh man, that is so sad. That is so sad. You're telling me that a glorified Jigglypuff is on the same level as Mewtwo. Ugh. That feels wrong, man. That feels so wrong. Again, I'm not saying that they didn't think of, some interesting things with the Paradox Pokemon, design-wise, but I still don't like that they... I still don't like that they exist at all. Pokemon Bank is up? Oh, okay. I mean the paradoxes cover a lot of power levels. Oh, okay. So, yeah, it's kind of like from Screamtail to Iron Valiant, basically. Like they're not in the same range, so to speak. Or maybe I shouldn't say Screamtail. I should say like something like Iron Threads, or whatever the equivalent is in Scarlet. I don't remember. I don't remember the name of the Paradox Donphan in Scarlet. I don't remember the name, and now I feel dumb. What was it? Was it Iron? No. Tusk? Something Tusk? Iron Tusks? No. It wasn't Iron, was it? No. Iron is a thing that is only used for... It is only used for the future Paradox Pokemon. Tusk. You know what would have been cool? If they had a game set in the past with futuristic Pokemons, or vice versa. Like, I would understand that a little bit better than what we got. Great Tusk! Right, okay, Nemo, please. Oh no. Oh no. I considered catching/training more mons to send over, though it was tedious and my heart's not in it. I did clone all of my Pokemon so they can potentially go to ZA or Gen 10 without leaving Arceus... AS? AS? I don't remember what... Oh yeah, Great Tusk. That definitely sounds like something like the people of the past would like worship, doesn't it? Oh, Great Tusk, please don't stomp on our fields. We kinda need those. We kinda need those to grow food, so please don't be a jerk. Alpha Sapphire. Okay. But yeah. Also, I have no idea. I have no idea like what region they could base Gen 10 on. On one hand, I kind of miss Pokemon regions being based in Japan. And on the other, I am kind of interested to know what they would do. Since they seem to be keeping mostly to like Western Europe, even though Paldea is kind of, I mean, if Maiden was here, I'm not sure if they're a he or a she. If Hawaii too. I mean, I would love that. I would love that. Have another Pokemon game set in a tropical setting, please. Please, like you had you could have done so much with the Iberian Peninsula's microclimates, and you botched it. You botched it so freaking hard. Like there are areas in the Iberian Peninsula that can be actually considered quasi deserts. Why did you put a desert in a place in one of the most densely forested places of the entire peninsula? It makes no sense. Like, what the heck, man? Why did you make this the way you did? That would be an interesting project. Okay, let's try to make Paldea again. But make it make sense this time. Closer to Moon's release, I regrettably transferred a lot of classic Pokemon. I replayed Gen 6 a lot and have some shinies, 6 IVs. Oh, yeah. But like, if you're always waiting for the next gen, like, oh, I'm not gonna send them this gen. I'm gonna send them next gen. Like, don't you think that there's always gonna be a time where you're gonna regret having sent them? Like, I don't know. I wanted to. I wanted to like Scarlet and Violet so much. You guys have no idea. But it just fumbles the ball at every single turn. Like, why? Why did you do this? Why did you? Ugh. And more than half of the lore that you can infer from Paldea, it's mostly lore from like the places that, unfortunately, the 2 countries that are in Paldea have colonized. Hence why you have Quaquaval. Hence why you have Skeledirge. Like, Meowscarada is the only one that kind of escapes it, and even then he's kind of, I don't know, like, I think that Meowscarada is actually the most European out of the 3 starters, like, because like that's just straight up an Iberian Lynx. that's just an Iberian Lynx. But Quaquaval and Skeledirge, those are Brazil and Mexico. Those are Brazilian and Mexican. Like, oh. Alright, that's what Paldea was supposed to be. I'm so sorry, man. Yeah. That's why they're cloned. I got the action replays power saves way back in the day. It still works. I moved everyone onto Pokebank, restored my save, and haven't been banned yet. Oh. Good luck. Good luck. Oh! 2 regions that I wouldn't mind the next Pokemon game be based on. 3, actually. 3 regions that I wouldn't mind the next Pokemon game to be based on. Scandinavia. I mean, they made the entire Iberian Peninsula into just one region. Are you seriously telling me that they wouldn't do the same thing with Scandinavia? Have Norway, Sweden, and Finland be like your main region, and then Denmark is DLC. So yeah, that's one that I wouldn't mind. The other 2 are Italy, and possibly southern France, because they cut off southern France from Kalos. So yeah, Italy with maybe southern France, so we can have, you know, that part, you know, not erased. Greece. Or Greece. If we're staying European, like I wouldn't mind if the next Gen 10 was based on one of those three regions. Wait, Atari, what about Germany? What about the Netherlands? I'm like, yeah, those are fine too, I guess. But I think, for my personal tastes, for my personal tastes in like tourism, I'm not saying that I wouldn't like to go to the Netherlands or to Germany or to Belgium or, you know, any of the other Western European countries that have still not been adapted into Pokemon. Because I kind of doubt that they would adapt, like... It's a bit sad, but I don't think that they would adapt the Balkans. I don't know, like, I don't think that they would go to regions that are, you know, kind of disputed. Like, I think that it would also be interesting if they went with, for example, I don't know. I was gonna say like a South American country, but South America is always, you know, like in South America and Mexico are always kind of up in arms, both figuratively and literally, unfortunately, because they have such beautiful land, such beautiful people, and they're always, I don't know, like, that's where colonialism gets you, I guess. Usually it doesn't end well for anyone. Or like a country in Africa? No, that would be tough. Like if I'm saying the South America, if I'm saying the South America and Mexico would not be good ideas, then Africa is like straight out. If they didn't want to go with Western Europe, still. I think that they could make an interesting thing out of Southeast Asia. Or maybe just India. Just India in general, like the Indian subcontinent. Like that's more than enough. That's more than enough for a Pokemon region. And like because the Indian subcontinent, like, it's huge. It's huge. But it's also very varied in terms of like how the culture differs from one place to the next. So I think that it would be you know, interesting. It would be interesting to adapt. I don't know. Just throwing ideas. How about Argentina? Yeah, maybe Argentina could be a good idea. I'm not sure, like, yeah, no, Argentina seems fairly peaceful compared to other places, but like, but I don't know, like, if we went to South America, if they went with South America, I would rather them going with like a place that is more, let's just say a place that is more Incan. If you catch my drift. I'm not saying that there aren't like Incan remnants in Argentina. I mean, I'm pretty sure that there are. But yeah, no, like, I mean, Argentina is pretty big. I probably just don't know enough about it. They inserted a desert into New York. If the regions of Italy aren't enough, they can just add it. Yeah. Oh, Legends Arceus is good. I want to give Pokemon one more chance in the future. Yeah. I don't know how interesting Italy could be on its own. I mean, okay. Going by my admittedly not very deep knowledge of Italy. Again, I have never left Portuguese territory, whether it be Atlantis or the mainland. Like I only left Portuguese territory once, and I didn't leave the Iberian Peninsula. I went to Salamanca for a vacation. Like, then it was only 1 week. It was only 1 week. But yeah. Oh right. Oh no, I just remembered. Cyanic, you just had to remind me. Okay, it's been almost 25 years. People can make jokes about it. You know? And I think that we've already talked about this on these streams, but you know what the desert in Unova is, right? The desert in Unova is ground zero. And every time that I think that they put ground zero in a Pokemon game, yeah, you know what? Screw it. They're going to Peru. Just adapt Peru. Just adapt Peru and like, oh, Peru is not enough. Oh, how about a bunch of, just adapt the Yucatan Peninsula. There you go. There you go. That's gonna give you enough. That's gonna give you enough. And yeah, no, like there's not. Just adapt the Yucatan Peninsula and have like all sorts of Aztec and Mayan ruins all around. That's cool. And then put some islands like off to the side, like adapt the Caribbean as well. Like oh, but yeah, those are the regions that I would like. That I would like Gen 10 to be based on. But again, we still don't know anything about Gen 10. Honestly, I don't remember when we started getting like ideas of what Gen 9 was gonna be like. Like I know that it came out in 2022. When did they start? When did they start teasing it? When did the first... Yeah, Johnny. That's okay. That's okay. I'm almost going to have my own dinner. I was just talking about like what regions I think that Game Freak could use to make new yeah, well, for Generation 10, my top 3 picks are Greece, Italy, and Scandinavia. Not in that order. Like I'm not sure about what order they would be, but yeah, that's those are my top picks. And then there's like somewhere in South America, someone like Incan, but that's a little bit tough. I also, like, when I remembered that Ground Zero is present in Pokemon Black and White, and I'm pretty sure Black and White too as well, I went like, okay, no, screw it, make a region based on the Yucatan Peninsula. Like, oh man. How do lumberjacks know how many trees they cut down? Oh man, it's gonna be a dad joke, isn't it? Also, I don't know. They should do Atlantis. Oh man, how many times has Pokemon tried to adapt Atlantis? I'm reading right now that could be a giant chasm instead. What, the Yucatan Peninsula? What, because of the Dicky log? Because of course. I mean, how many different versions of Atlantis has Pokemon tried to adapt? There was like the King of Pokelantis. It was the King of Pokelantis. There were two movies like Altomare based on Venice. Based on Venice, which, by the way, is one of the places where I think, like, okay, if you're gonna make a game in Italy, definitely make a city with a gym based on Venice. Like, why would you not do that? Curum is? Is that where they put Curum? Oh, please tell me that is not... There's the existence of Slowking. What? What about Atlantis? Oh wait, what was I saying? All right, yeah, like they tried to do Atlantis with Altomare, like yeah, Latias and Latios, according to the Giga leak, were named after Timaeus and Critias. You know, the dialogues in which Plato talked about Atlantis. Then there was the Manafi movie, which was even more blatant with the whole Atlantis thing. Desert Resort is where Volcarona is. Giant Chasm is where Curum and Ditto is. Ditto. Ditto is as important as Curum. I mean, honestly, now that Pocopia is a thing, I think that we can all agree that yes, Ditto is more important than Curum. What am I saying? He's a sea king. Ah, yeah, no, that he is. Giant Chasm is potentially where the original dragon crashed. Legend says that if you approach this big chasm, disasters surely follow. Oh no. Ditto's important to me. Ditto had imitated a human before Pocopia? When did that happen? See, Weasel yesterday was like, how do you not know some of the things that are in the Pokemon games? You're supposed to be the research guy. How come you don't know this stuff? This is like basic stuff. Like, for example, not knowing who Emma was. That's true. I didn't know who Emma was. I thought people, oh my goodness, it's Emma. Emma's back. And I'm like, who? Sun and Moon. Ditto is genuinely more important than Curum, which is kind of crazy. Yeah. This was mentioned a lot online. I seem to recall, yeah. Was it like a mission? Was it like something that you had to do in Sun and Moon? Like that involved like a human that was acting strangely, and then it turns out that it was a Ditto? I seem to recall something like that vaguely. Oh, okay, that explains why. That explains why I don't remember it as well. I only played Ultra Sun once. I feel bad erasing my save file. Why can't we go to the bottom of the ocean? I mean, water pressure, mostly, but I think that another joke is coming up, but yeah. For a cover legendary, yeah. Yeah, no, like, he's just there. Because the ocean be gatekeeping. Oh no. I wasn't buying a region immediately again. Oh, you mean for black and white too? Okay, okay, I gotta say I'm not catching the pun in that one. Oh man, what time is it? Oh yeah, I should probably end the stream. I should probably end the stream because it's pretty much my dinner time. Also, again, more Zatsus in the future, more chatting streams in the future, because I do wanna talk about stuff more and not interrupt games all the time. And also make them a bit more positive than this one, because this one was a lot of dunking on Legends ZA. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna play it on stream. Like the way that it is, it's one of those games that encourages you to just go out and explore. And I feel like those games are usually like, unless you have like a set goal, like I did with Legends Arceus. I don't think that it's going to be a good idea to play it on stream before I actually know it, before I actually know like what you're supposed to do and what the motions are. And I know that I am crippling myself because the algorithm is probably loving all the coverage right now. So I should play it according to the algorithm. I should play it. You're gonna have to for the Nuzlocke. What? What? Legends E2A? No. The Gen 9 representative is gonna be, well, it's gonna be Violet because that's the version that I played. But like, because the Nuzlocke is gonna be like just one game per generation, and I already know exactly what the games are gonna be. Like, it's gonna be Gen 1 is going to be red, Gen 2 is going to be silver, Gen 3 is sapphire, Gen 4 is diamond, Gen 5 is black, Gen 6 is Y, Gen 7 is sun, Gen 8 is sword, no, it's shield, Gen 9 is violet, and the way things are going, I think that I'm not going to get to the end of the Nuzlocke before Generation 10 is revealed. Yeah, no, like I'm just going with the main, like, the first games of each gen. Like, yeah, no, like I'm not gonna do a Nuzlocke of Let's Go, and I'm not gonna do a Nuzlocke of Arceus. So yeah, no, like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for what I want to do. They're way too different. They're too different. They're too different from the mainline games. For it to make sense to put him in this Nuzlocke, unless I was going to do like there were no games like those before. Oh, like if I wanted to do like the remakes as well, but that's like that's way too much. Like that is way too much. No, just one per gen. Just one per gen. And that's already 9 games. That's already 9 Nuzlocks. So yeah. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna see if I get some rest, and if I can I don't know, feel a little bit more positive. Coliseum Ranger. Yeah, there you go. I'm not gonna play those. I'm not gonna play those for the Nuzlocke. I could play Coliseum. I could not play XD because I don't have it. Actually, I also could not play Coliseum because when you make a save file for Pokemon Coliseum, it gets stuck in the memory card that you make it in. You cannot get it out. You can only delete it, and that is not good. That is how I lost my original Coliseum save file. by the way. Oh my god, Mystery Dungeon Nuzlocke. Oh. Oh dear. Oh, Lordy of Death. Pokewalker Nuzlocke. Oh my god. Hi Mado. Hi Mado. I'm sorry, I was just about to send off. This stream was kind of angy. Ah, man. No, where are you? We're like next time, we're gonna play some Fatal Frame to cheer us up. we're gonna make fun of some ghosts. Yeah, isn't that what people play to cheer up? Like horror games? Like, hey, let's hang out with the spoopy, scary stuff. Yeah, that cheers me right up. Short stream? Yeah, a little bit shorter than usual. Yeah. I also started it a little bit later than usual, but so yeah. Also, that's something that I'm gonna have to rethink, because if I do these streams, then that means that I only have dinner at like 9 p.m. which is kind of not good. I don't know, man. Horror games can legit be very comfy. It's so funny, it's fatal! Oh no! By the way, it took me forever to realize that the "oh no" that I keep quoting all the time comes from Power Stone. Which is also a game that I want to play when I get a Dreamcast. But yeah. Okay. Actually, let me check something out before I log off. Since it's a little bit early. Well, it's not exactly earlier than usual, but let me see. Oh. There is someone currently playing Pokemon Legends ZA. I don't know if they started all that long ago. Also, it feels a little bit weird, like me dunking on the game. And then sending you guys to a stream of someone playing Pokemon Legends ZA. Oh, I'm not sure. Oh. Ow! Oh! Man. Sorry. I have a swollen tooth. And when I sneezed, like, the teeth bumped into each other. Oh man, it hurts to talk. Okay. Okay, I think I think I can speak now. Ah, it still hurts a bit. It still hurts a bit. Okay. Okay.